still sometimes see it. At night, this scene still sometimes appears in my dreams. And every time it does, I peek into that pool. Every time, I am reminded that I can't go back. It's just as I suspected. I'll never return there. I'll never again return to the Pokémon world, where everyone is, and where Amaryllis is. Time has moved on since the bitter cold was destroyed, and the peaceful days have continued here in our world. The Pokemon in Post Town and Paradise are the same as ever. Their smiles, their kindness, nothing seems to have changed. I guess I haven't really changed either. I have a good time with everyone here in Paradise. But every now and then, the vision strikes me, and I remember him. And when I remember, it sometimes makes me feel sad. The same old scenes, the unchanging flow of time. Today will be another day of peace in Post Town. Every day passes like this, with nothing ever happening. But it is really only now, after the battle with the bitter cold, that I can feel, oh, so this is what peace is. Hydreigon still seems shocked, to be honest. When Azure returned to the human world, we were all supposed to have lost all memories that Azure was once here with us. Apparently, it's some sort of law, a fundamental truth of nature. But we all went right on remembering him. No, it really is unbelievable, you know? Your feelings for Azure somehow allowed you all to retain your memories, even in defiance of the laws of nature. And yet, it doesn't seem to be creating any distortion or upsetting nature's balance. This is really just unbelievably amazing. I still have no idea what you're talking about, Hydreigon. But, well, I know what you mean. Azure saved us. Azure truly is the rescuer of our entire world. It simply wouldn't do to forget someone whom we owe so much. Right. You can't go forgetting something like that. The Pokemon of Post Town still talk about Azure every day. They haven't forgotten how thankful they were. Everyone loved him. Of course, the same is true for the Pokemon in Paradise too. And thus, the unchanging days continue on around me. Oh, well, I may have said unchanging, but I suppose there have been some changes. Keldeo and Hydreigon have both joined the Iris. What? Keldeo and Hydreigon? You want to be part of our team? Yeah, I've been thinking a lot about my options since I came here, but, well, Horizon is here, and I think making Paradise seems pretty fun too. And I brought it up with Hydreigon yesterday. Ah, that sounds good. Maybe I should join too. That's what I thought anyway. So we decided to come to you together and ask if we could join you. What do you think? Will you let us be part of your team? Wait up. Never mind Keldeo, but Hydreigon? Can you even do that? You're the voice of life, right? It's fine. After all, I really like this place. I love Paradise, and I love Post Town, and I love the Senora's cooking. Altogether, I just love everything here. Besides, I think I could stay in this form for a while yet. so I hope you'll let me join you. I wonder what he means when he says he thinks he can say like that. Shh. Don't ask, Espeon. Just don't ask. It's just a feeling, but I don't think any good will come from asking. And then we'd probably just be stuck listening to another one of his endless rambles. Well, at any rate, I for one would be very happy to welcome you both to the team. What about the rest of you? Sure, of course we would be happy to have you. I more than welcome you. Having the two of you on our team ought to make us stronger anyway. That's probably true enough. So, Amaryllis, what do you think? What is it, Amaryllis? Sorry. I was just zoning out. Of course, I'd love to have them both. Great. Then we're all decided. Keldeo, Hydreigon, thanks. As of today, you are both officially part of the team. Welcome, and remember to do your best. Yeah, we will. We won't let you down. Alright, then everybody, let's give it our all again today. From this point forward, we will not be playing as ourselves, as this game actually says. Instead, we'll actually be taking the role of Amaryllis when we play. Through Amaryllis' eyes, you'll discover how your story concludes. So, welcome back to more Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Gates to Infinity, where last time we defeated the Bitter Cold and we were sent back to the human world for completing our duty. Sad, but it's what must have been done, but the laws of nature were defied because everybody remembered who we were, as the game just explained. So, we are actually controlling Amaryllis here, and that's not how I expected that animation to go. I expected more like that. But yes. Now that we have the post-game pretty much open to us, we can do whatever we want, but as you can tell, there's still a story, just like the other Mystery Dungeon games. There's not as much as the other Mystery Dungeon games, but pretty much this post-game is just gonna be me dealing with Paradise and concluding the story. There isn't really too much to do at this point. I still do think of Azure sometimes. I'm only standing here today thanks to you and Azure. How could I forget? If you want to prepare some land, then the Girder's Crew is all you need. Yes, let's see what we can actually prepare. We have all these different areas that we can actually open up. I still can't actually do it just yet because I need to build more stuff. But yes, that's what I'm gonna be doing for the most part throughout this entire post-game, is just filling up Paradise, making sure it has everything going on. Yes, I get it. I just need to build stuff, please. I just need to build. Okay, no, I didn't mean to hit it again. No. So yes, I just need to build a bunch of different things as well inside of Paradise here. So let's take a look around and see what I can do. Now that the post-game is opened up, we actually will have some random encounters that actually show up in Paradise next to unclaimed plots of land, which unfortunately I don't really have any unclaimed. Well, I mean, I do. There are a couple here and there. Let's see if I can make anything. All right, and it's done. Oodles of orbs, and we have a orb-shaped Pokemon that actually kind of works for this situation. That's ironically hilarious, I should say. But yeah, as you can tell, Paradise is still pretty much open and free game to do whatever you want with. It's however you want to have it built. You don't really need to just build it however you please. Just look and see whatever you want to have built. I cannot build anything. Well, I definitely know I need rich soil, so rich soil will definitely be what I'm going for. All right, like I said, my goal is to just build Paradise and build it up to max. I'm probably not gonna be showing most of that like on camera, just due to the fact that it's a lot of grinding. But the post game is actually filled with what I would like to call filler days. The main campaign has this too, where you kind of just go through and just do a quest, and then you'll eventually get to the next story. This game, post game anyway, is pretty much filled with that. So just go around and do what you need to do, and eventually the story will progress. Also, I'm gonna have a bunch of prompts just show up here. All these different places are now open to us just because we beat the game. Technically, we beat the game anyway. It's
pretty nice and all. Oh yeah, there's actually something in town that I actually kind of regret doing. I do this, oops, sorry. I do this every time because I always forget. But ironically enough, nobody forgot Azure, but there is a Pokemon that's just kind of wandering. Well, they're not really wandering. They're in a set part later on. I will encounter them after, like, I believe the first filler day. They, like, actually really respect the main character. But I never talk to them. I never talk to them. They're so tiny. They're so tiny. I never see them. And it's hilarious because they make such a big deal about it. And when it actually comes up, I will show you. It's just hilarious. But yeah, I'm actually going to go around and see what I can do. Yes, you can peddle more stuff. What do we have today? We have Reviver Seed, buying that. Buying the All Power Up Orb, Sleep Seed. Surround Orb actually sounds nice. I haven't really used one of those. There we go. Thank you. More than enough money for me. Yeah, but like I was saying, the post game is definitely where the slow text gets annoying really, really fast. Just gonna open up my boxes as well. That should give me more stuff. Oh! Retaliating skill. The retaliating skill is one of the team skills, yeah. That seemed oddly badly translated for some reason. If you learn that, I just did, yes. When one of your teammates faints, the other teammate's stats, that is attack, special attack, and accuracy, will be temporarily boosted. So yes, if you lose teammates in dungeons, you basically get a buff for a little bit of time, which is nice. It's definitely good to have now. And let's take a dive inside of Swana's place. Are you doing all right? I'm sure you must be lonely on your own now, but try to keep your chin up. Oh, that reminds me. A letter came for you. Here you go. Swana showed Amaryllis a letter. This is what the letter said. Do you remember me? My name is Dwebble. I do beg your pardon if you don't remember me. Goodness me. I left the previous letter for you with a Signora, but in case you never saw it. Oh goodness, that'd be just, well. I never did, yeah. In any case, please do read this letter, won't you? In my last letter, I said I was setting out on a journey to find a new home. At last it happened. After goodness knows how long, this journey has granted me a new home. A sweet relief. A home for Dwebble at last. Please, do read until the end, won't you? I found the home I had been searching for. And it was far more glorious home than I'd had before. Goodness me. It's the sweetest and most perfect home you've ever seen. I knew that I could proudly face you and your colleagues Azure in such a home. And so I shall return to Post Town. My goodness, I heard that you went to the Great Glacier after all. Was your adventure successful? When next we meet, I hope you'll tell me tales of your adventures. Goodness, yes. Until we meet again. Perfectly in case, Dwebble. From this letter, it seems that Dwebble didn't hear all the fuss about the bitter cold, and that he's forgotten Azure too. I see. Well, Dwebble has been away from Post Town for a long time. Yeah, I completely forgot about this event. I really, really did. How could he have known that Azure was going to disappear? So he could have even tried to remember Azure like we all resolved to do. He must have forgotten everything. It's sad, isn't it? But we can't do anything about it now. I'll keep this letter for you. Let me know if you want to read it again. Yeah, I completely forgot about the side plot. It has no bearings to the story whatsoever. It's just a little thing that you can do. Azure, what was life like in the human world? I'm really curious about it. I suppose Azure must be working hard over in that other world. I mean, I am currently recording everything you now see and hear, but yeah, I guess that makes sense. You're just talking about Azure. Why? Like, legitimately, why? I'm wondering where Azure might be now. Well, I guess that makes sense, but I get it. We're friends and all, but sometimes, like, everybody, I mean, I guess it's the trending topic of the moment, but it just seems weird just to be talking about one person, at least to me anyway. What do you have to say? That foolish Azure. I sure hope he still remembers us from time to time, too. I do. Thank you. Yeah, yeah. I will remember you said that about me when I... Yep, I remember you said that about me.
Azure, huh? You didn't talk all that much, but I could tell that was a Pokemon with a good heart, or human, whatever.
Yeah, I didn't really talk to people as much as I should have, honestly. Hi, Keldeo.
I think I'll be staying here a while. I was locked up in that little tower for an awfully long time. I'm still not all the way back to my old form, but I already feel a lot better.
Yeah, good to know. And that's pretty much everything in here. I wonder if he's paying for the inn charges. Oh well. Everyone in town is just pretty much talking about me, which is neat, I guess, but again, still weird.
Such a good one, Azure.
Yeah, thank you.
Even now, I still find myself thinking of it.
This is weird. I mean, I get it, but it's so weird. I don't even think I ever gave you a voice.
Azure, huh? That Pokemon was alright. Lost another good Pokemon we did.
Huh? So, it wasn't the big sleep or nothing?
But still, Azure's lost to us.
Were you even aware I was a human at any point? Okay.
It's fairly lonely, it is. Ooh, but who am I to complain? Amaryllis is surely the loneliest of all.
I'm talking... I am... Well, not me personally, but Amaryllis is right next to you. It's so weird to read that. I cannot be moping around like this. Unless you, you were kind of saying in an earshot, but then you turned to... It's weird. It's super weird. Everyone's just, talking weird.
We got more allies on our side now, so let's get out there and do this.
Thank you for being normal.
Amaryllis, let's get out there. Let's do some requests and help Paradise grow bigger. Amaryllis, good luck.
What does everyone else have to say? I don't think I ever gave you a voice, but I cannot forget to Azure myself. Fun.
Boy, I really do love relaxing up on this hill, though.
Alright, so at least some people are talking normally. I do know it's a trending topic, but it still seems very, very weird to me. Oh, yeah. I was sitting there, I'm like, what water?
Hey, tell us a story again, will you? About the time that Azure destroyed the bitter cold? I love hearing it again and again.
Yeah, I think this is just depressing Amaryllis a little bit more, honestly, but that's just me.
I'm gonna become a great adventurer like Azure. Just you wait and see. It seems that things nearly fell apart this time, but I realize it's only thanks to those struggles and pains that our power could become so amazing that when we all stick together at once. I hope we will all continue to treasure this experience in the future.
I didn't talk to you yet.
Azure is an awesome adventurer, so I'm not worried about a thing.
What could I possibly be doing in the human world that consists of an adventure, now that I think about it? I could be, walking around town. Yeah, Pokemon World's a little bit more exciting, I'm not gonna lie.
I wonder what Azure is up to right now.
This is just really, really surreal right now, by the way. It just is.
Oh, Amaryllis, is he? Thanks. The world's saved because of you guys. Thank you so much. If it weren't for you all, I don't know what would have happened.
Alright, well, I pretty much talked to most everyone in Post Town. There's still a couple people here and there. I could try to change my V-Wave because my V-Wave is ice right now. So let's give that a go. Really, game? Really?
Too bad, you lost. Today's V-Wave type will stay as ice type.
Well, that's fine. That's totally fine. I can't... It would have been nice to not be depressed in one way, but that's totally cool. So let's check out some adventure stuff. Okay, so I just completely skipped that, sorry. There is a thing called Mysteriosity now, which ranges from level 1 to 5, and the higher the level is, the more events will occur. Mysteriosity is a weird thing. Really weird. I mean, that's probably why it's called Mysteriosity, but it ranges from a lot of different things that could possibly happen when you're in a dungeon. So on the bottom screen there, it actually said Mysteriosity level 4. What that means is every now and then, whenever you go through part of a dungeon, okay, let's do this. Good, we are good now. So Mysteriosity, pretty much, right now, nothing's happened. But it's possible whenever I enter a different floor that things may happen. Depending on how high the ranking, wow, I can't talk. The level is of the Mysteriosity, different things may occur. Really, there's a shop? I honestly don't care. There's not really anything I really want in there. All right, so let's see if I can find these stairs, and so far, no luck, but hello, enemy, finally. I actually don't have too much experience when it comes to Mysteriosity itself because post-game is so short that I actually completely forgot about it actually existing. Like, they told me about it, and you can avoid it entirely if you want to. You don't have to use Mysteriosity whatsoever, just because it's only limited to, like, certain jobs that you can pick from. You can actually just pick a job that doesn't have it at all. So you can kind of make the game easier or harder depending. Mysteriosity just kind of makes dungeons harder because of the fact that anything could happen in a dungeon out of nowhere. But there's only a specific amount of things that could happen. The nice thing about Mysteriosity as well is Mysteriosity, the ranking 1 through 5, it's not always like a constant. So if you don't want to deal with it, you could just avoid those missions entirely. Which is kind of nice because Mysteriosity can get annoying at times, but it's only existing due to the fact that, like, things like the laws of nature have been defied and all that nonsense. Which probably should have happened in other games, but, semantics. All right, destination floor, Scrafty. Let's get rid of you while you're sleeping. Alright, so where are you, Scrafty? Let's see, right? Oh, hey, green door. I wish I had a green key. I never have those things when I need them. Oops, I'm facing the wrong way. Alright, so let's face you. Okay. I don't think my moves actually hit around corners, but I'll give it a shot. Oh, it did. Okay, cool. All right, there we go. Now I just need to find Scrafty. Hello there. I'm like, oh, I just need to find them. Oh, they're right there. Okay, so we saved Scrafty, and what is our reward for this? 400 Poke, 2 rich soils. Okay, cool. Fresh herb. Nice. Water pigment. Cool. And 150 paradise points. Wow, that's a lot actually. Platinum rank. Okay. And we received prizes for doing that. Awesome. Wow, that's I got a lot of points for that job. New type of facility, the heal field. And now we can build a violent field. Any more seed fields? Elite boutique, cool. Dark dojo. Psychic dojo. And a joy seed. And an iron. And zinc. Electric gift. Okay, cool. Gold. 10 gold bars. Okay. Delicious. Food here really is the best, you know. Oh, you sure can put it away. I'm getting really confused, you know, about what the voice of life really is. Hey, iDragon. You're the one who summoned Azure to this world, aren't you? From the human world. That's right. I'd love to hear more about that. Oh, good one, Dunsparce. Want to hear that too? Fine by me. Then let me tell you how it happened. Let's see, it all began when... Blah 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 blah. And so that's basically how it happened. Now that brings us up to the main point. Blah 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 blah. How long is he gonna go on like this?
hasn't even got to the part of the story where Azure comes in. You should never have asked. Here you are. Ryzian. What do you think? It's a nice view, isn't it? Is it? It's so dark now that I can't really see a thing. But even if it's dark out, the wind feels so good on my face. I'm not scared of this dark. I feel at peace. Especially now. I know what you mean. It really does feel peaceful here. Hey, Keldeo? Yeah? What made you think of wanting to join the Iris? I thought you were the type to avoid crowds or being part of a group. That, and I figured you want to set off on another journey sooner or later. Yeah, well, I've been thinking a lot about what I want to do from now on. And in the end, I decided to stay here. For one thing, you're here. And? I guess it might be because of Amaryllis. Amaryllis? Yeah. You remember what happened at the Glacier Palace, Ryzian? There at the Glacier Palace, when everyone was fighting against Muna's gang? Yes, I remember that battle. In the end, it was Muna who saved the day. She was the one who saved Amaryllis and Azure. At that time, Muna and her friends were all prepared to disappear together. They had lost all faith in the world. Muna and her friends thought there was no way the world would get better. But feeling like that, like nothing's ever going to get better in the world, they're not the only ones who feel that like that. We all have probably felt that way. Feeling completely disheartened, feeling that the world is stuck in a dead end. Nearly everyone gets those feelings inside. It's not easy to help someone climb out of that kind of despair. But back then, Amaryllis turned to Muna in her despair about the future, and this is what he said. I know the world may be rotten right now, but if we make this a world worth living in again, then wouldn't you want to stay here with your friends? A world worth living in? Is such a world even possible? Even if you could save the world now, do you really think such a future could come? It will! I'm going to make it happen! Amaryllis wasn't done yet. He said that when it comes to making a world worth living in, it might be easier said than done. I'm sure Amaryllis had his own times of feeling just like Muna. Times when the world felt like a rotten place to be. But he looked at that and thought, well then, I guess I gotta change it. That's where Amaryllis' dreams of building paradise came from. He stepped up and made a commitment to make a better world. And Amaryllis says it, I really feel like it could happen. Strange, huh? But that's the reason I believe in Amaryllis and his dream. His words let me see the importance of helping out what that dream of his. Keldeo. Ryzian. Amaryllis is going to be a great leader someday. Yeah, I know. He's already been a fantastic leader for all of us on the team. In time, I think he's bound to do even greater things. Keldeo, glad you feel the same way. Really glad you respect Amaryllis too. But recently, Amaryllis has been, well, really quite down about what happened with Azure. I know. He's obviously been trying hard to act cheerful around everyone, but the loneliness still manages to peek through somehow. What else could we expect? Azure was his best friend in the whole world. I guess we just gotta wait till time smooths the raw edge of that pain a little. I suppose you're right. I do worry about him, but I guess we just have to stand back and watch over him. By the way, Ryzian. Yes, Keldeo? Your best friend in the whole world. That'd be me, right? Nope. What? I'm not. This can't be true. I've always believed I'm sorry. I was just teasing. But things like best or second best aren't important when it comes to friends. Our friendship will always be special to me. Really? Of course. I only said he wasn't my best friend because his reaction's so funny. We've had a long history together, a lot of deep ties. Our friendship is real, and it won't ever change. That's right. Thanks, Ryzian.
No, I'm the one to thank you, Keldeo. Glad to have you around for the long haul. Let's do our best to build up Paradise. Yeah, I'm gonna give it my all. Woohoo! I got to see Verizon smile. For as short as this post-game is, it's actually kind of taking me quite some time. So next time on Azure Plays more Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Gates of Infinity, we'll head on to the next few days of the post-game and see how my story concludes. See you all then.